Hello guys, this is another video about my Ford. Since I last posted a video, my car had however many miles, I don't remember how many. It currently has that many miles on it. And the one issue that I had was, and this happened to me last night, is all these lights right here, including the visor mirrors, went out. And pretty much the sunroof buttons for this guy right here went out also. I also, for the glove box, wrong button, for the glove box area, that light went out, along with this guy right here, the trunk light. I went to Ford and they sat there and told me that it could be a fuse or the electrical body. So I went the cheap route. Instead of having them diagnose it, I diagnosed it myself. I went to Advance myself. See if I have the guys with me. Right here they are. So, if you ever experience that, or you experience your sunroof when it opens going very slow, and even these guys, any of them, like dimming down, you could have a fuse going out. It might be different for every vehicle, I don't know, but meaning the Fusions or any of the new cars. But I experienced my lights dimming down, along with my sunroof moving very slow and taking a little bit of time to get back and all that. Excuse me. And another thing is the back two doors. When you lock the doors, these lights don't light up like they normally do. The quick fix that I have for you today, that you can get up underneath here to access the fuse box, is basically take your fingers. It's gonna take a little pressure, obviously, and without trying to break it. See how it comes down? Now if you go to this side's kind of a pain too. But as soon as you get it loose, it just, give you a better perspective of it. Should just fall down. And this is my 2014 Ford Fusion SE EcoBoost 1.5 liter 4-cylinder. Now I do need a flashlight so I can show you guys what I'm talking about. So the fuse box is right there. Now it's gonna be very hard for me to show you, but the one that it is the one to the right, the 10s. And sorry for the poor video of this, but it's right here. These two. It's right in front of this green box. The one on the right, down. Controls everything that I just mentioned as far as that, the sunroof, the back doors, glove box, and trunk. So if you have a fuse puller, it should be very easy. It took me about 10 minutes to do. Take the old one out, put the new one in, and that's including taking other fuses that were a part that the manual said that it was a part that the moonroof was a part of. I checked them. They look good. Now, this is what a bad fuse looks like. And it's very hard to see, and I apologize. But that's the, you don't even need a light. But that's the back end. And this is the front. That little black dot means pretty much it crisscrosses inside there. And what happens to it is when it blows, that metal piece breaks. So guys, the reason why I'm making this video is because instead of taking it to a dealer, yeah, granted, I asked the dealer about the whole thing because I wasn't sure, and they really couldn't give me a guaranteed answer without me letting them look at the vehicle. And me personally, someone that doesn't really work on their own vehicles but knows some of the things to do, I figured I'd do the cheapest way possible to get this fixed. Like I said, it went out 9 o'clock yesterday, and I went and got the fuse after talking to the dealership, and did it myself right in front of Advance. So yeah, this little packet, granted, as I drop all of them, but it's a no biggie. This packet cost me like $6. They gave me other ones that had the little fuse puller, and they were the wrong size. So the guy let me grab these. He grabbed these for me, and he basically let me use the fuse puller so I can get the fuses out and all that to do it. And that's why I was able to switch it out so quick. It's a very simple thing. Basically, you can. If my freaking camera would focus, it's a 10. And what the 10 is it's a 10 volt or whatever, or amperage, whatever you want to call it. But that's what you follow off your manual. And that's basically all you need to know. And like I said, it fixed every problem that I had with my car. Now, and give me a second while I set my phone down. And I take care of this. As my lights go up in the vehicle. But simple. Just start the vehicle back. Sorry about that. I do not own the rights to that music at all. But it's just clips on either side. So it's pretty easy to get to. You just reach up underneath, but you gotta lay or you gotta sit your ass right there while you reach your hand up, and you can easily see. If you prop it up on your shoulder, you can do this like it's nothing. But another issue that I didn't record right away is this guy is on. And the reason why that is because it's either a faulty vacuum pump or the less expensive, the purge valve. I had made a complaint to Ford, meaning the dealership that I used to go to, which is New Holland Auto, which they weren't willing to help me out any bit. And then I went to, which if you know the area, you know basically where I drive. So pretty much they wanted, and this is why I don't spend any money on the vehicle. Yeah, I can spend the $60 to get it diagnosed, but why do that when I know someone that can diagnose it for me that is probably 3 times better than what the Dinkle fucks, and excuse my language, but or should I say Dinkleheads that are auto mechanics, because 90% of them just want to screw you over. And you guys can yell at me all you want, but that's just how I feel. So the check engine light came on about 48,000 miles, I believe, and it's still on. Now it went off for a good 500 miles, but it came back on. At first I probably thought that it's from overfilling it, but I doubt it now that it's back on. So it's just, I don't want anything for free, but I do have a certain standard that I go by, and this is exactly why I do not buy stuff like that as far as Fords. This is the first Ford I've ever owned, and my expectation from Ford is you fix the goddamn problem. It don't matter if it has freaking 48,000 miles on it or 70,000 miles on it. If there's an issue, and this is just coming from me, I don't know how everyone else feels, but this is how I feel. I feel like Ford should take ownership of the issue and fix it for free, especially when it relates to the fuel. If it's unable to bleed up the fuel, that's a defect on their part. That's not a defect on the driver or anything else. It's a defect on their part. They put together a poor setup, meaning to cause an issue like this. I've talked to multiple people, and they all said I shouldn't have this issue with the Ford. So I seriously believe that it's a poor design, and that just goes to show you that. And I have seen other videos of why the check engine light could be on. I do have a gasless cap where I do not twist it on or anything. I just put the nozzle on and fill up. They supposedly made it better. Well, newsflash, if it is that, then it could be that, like I said, purge valve or the vacuum pump, which is inside the fuel tank. And those two things cost money, a lot more than what a purge valve costs. I can get that at a parts store and install it myself, but it's just something fact of that I shouldn't be having an issue at 48,000 miles with a check engine light coming on. No matter what. That's my expectations, and I'm sticking by it. And another thing before I go is the steering wheels. I got this steering wheel replaced. This is my second one, and in the same spot, it's deteriorating, along with right here, and it's going all around the steering wheel. Now, Ford, come on. Like, seriously. I'm not trying to get something for free, but, like, maybe it's a blessing in disguise that, you're getting rid of your cars. Your car line. Maybe it's a fucking, and excuse my language, a blessing. Because, granted, I actually I like the vehicle. I like how it performs and everything. All I asked is you fix the issues that I had and own up. That's all I asked from, and pretty much you're crapping on me like it's my problem. No, it's not. There's no reason why I should have a thing on. Now, over time, I can understand 100,000, like anything over 60,000 miles. Like, there's a possibility. I'm more than reasonable with that. But there's no reason why I have to have a check engine light come on at 48,000 miles. That's a load of bull. And another thing is Ford. And yes, I am bitching to you guys. You guys don't want to fix my door. Not one bit. Now, let me tell you something. Because this is pissing me off. You guys want to replace this steering wheel. Right? The first one. Because it was fraying all around here and then doing this part. But you guys don't want to freaking fix this. Which is clearly rusting. You don't want to fix a $500 job. You can't spare $500. In the meantime, you probably spent $200 just sending the steering wheel and having the frickin' guys put it on. You know, there comes a time when a car company goes downhill, and this is coming from a Chevy guy. Yeah, Chevy has probably lost some of their customers because the ignition recall and that, and having major recalls. I understand that. They lost their own type of business with that issue. That's a trust, that's a reliability issue. You know, meaning customers can't trust on the dependability of vehicles that Chevy puts out. Now, me being a Chevy guy, I know their vehicles aren't junk. Because I've driven. Just like Subaru. I know Subaru's not junk. Because I've driven one. Just like Nissan. Nissan is not junk. Because I've driven one. I don't know about the new ones. But I do know about the older ones. And with that being said, you guys need to fix the issues. That's all I'm saying. Own up to the defects, because that door started rusting before I even got the car. And if you have a corrosion warranty on it, your corrosion warranty is garbage. And I'm saying that with full respect. Along with your basic warranty of the 3 years, 36,000 mile warranty also. So with that being said, the door, being that it happened prior, that door should have been fixed at your cost, not mine, yours. And that's where I'm coming from. Just like the check engine light, I believe that you guys should be fixing that at your guys' cost. Now the second steering wheel, I can see where you guys can say, no, it's your problem. But the issue where I'm having, where it's a defect, just like the check engine light and the door, that's all defects, and that should all be covered in the warranty. And that's exactly what I'm saying. You should cover any defect with a certain amount of miles. And yes, I am very unhappy with Ford about the defects, because now I gotta spend my hard-earned money on getting it fixed, spending $600 to get the door fixed. Meanwhile, it could have been fixed months ago. Like, seriously, you don't want to take the time to earn a customer. Like, that's how I'm looking at it. And I seriously hope someone from corporate, from Ford, watches this, because right now, I don't want another Ford. I will never own another Ford. This is the only Ford that I'll ever own. Because you know what? I feel like I was treated like garbage. Because the problems I have should have never occurred. No ifs, ands, or buts. If they occurred, then the corporate place should have freaking acknowledged and replaced it. Because it's not very often that you get a check engine light coming on at 48,000 miles. It's not very often. And that's why I'm so uptight about this whole situation. About Ford not wanting to do anything. Like, it's not very often that a door freaking starts rotting or develops rust to the point where it's going to rot out. It's not very often. And from what I've heard, it's not very often that a steering wheel does this. But, like I said, this is the second steering wheel. The other one was replaced at like 24,000 miles. And this is starting to happen. It started happening around 49,000 miles. So, like, come on. You're putting out poor quality. Like, seriously. I don't care if you guys dislike the video or what. I just wanted. It's my time to bitch. Because if I don't bitch, then I hold it in, and it just doesn't do me any good. It's not worth me getting. It's not worth me having a rampage about it towards, or let me rephrase that. It's not worth me getting an attitude at my family because of issues like this. And I seriously believe that Ford needs to do something. Because if they don't, it's pretty much a big racket. So, and this is why I think that they're not a number one selling company. Yeah, they're the best selling probably company as far as buying new vehicles. But in the long run, how many people are actually gonna keep them? Because half the people have them as a lease. And that's why they're saying, oh, we're the best selling. Yeah, it's because you lease them. Because no one wants to actually keep the vehicle. Because they know that it's going to have problems after those 3 years. Very smart people. And the ones that actually do keep them, I pity them. Almost. Because I feel like Ford's taking advantage of them. But that's just me. So, I'm going to end it right there. And you guys can say whatever you want about me, that I'm rude or whatever, but I'm going to say this to you guys. I don't care. I say it how it is, and I don't give a shit. Bye for now.